What is up, fam? Welcome back to the show. There is one thing that is on my mind, and yesterday I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm like, there's this one thing that really bugs me and makes you guys lose a lot of money. And it's true. It's like a real problem that I see on all my DMs, all my posts, all the comments, and it can be changed like this. So I wanted to share it with you. And of course, as always, I'm going to jump in here and we're going to do token analysis. I'm going to give you all the trades you can take. We're going to look at the news you missed the past 24 hours and much more. I'm new here on Crypto Live, but this week and potentially next week, I'm going to be over here. If you don't know who I am, my name is Fefe. I'm over at 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗧𝗥𝗬. I basically bring you everything you need to know from the past 24 hours, give you all the trades you need to take, and update you throughout the whole journey. So if you're new, let me know, because you know I need Ren to approve that I can stay on the channel. If you're new and you don't know me, well, now you will. Let's jump into it, and then we're gonna look at the chat and much more. But I really wanna get into this. So the biggest problem is and one of the biggest reasons that you lose money, even though I tell you step by step what I'm doing with my own money. So again, if you're a community member, if you know me, I dedicated my whole life on helping you, okay? I've been here since 2016. I got rugged 2017. I got screwed 2021. And I figured out how I can make a lot of money in crypto. And I'm here to give this to you. And on my X, again, if you follow me, you know exactly, I'm up at 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm there on Christmas Eve. I'm there on New Year's Eve. And I'm telling you what I'm doing with my own money, okay? It's very simple. I'm just telling you, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I think is happening. And because you see that it's working and we're making money together, this is why it works. But it doesn't matter that I share whatever I share if you do not capitalize on it. And I just want to show you how good of an example this is. So on December 30th, I tweeted this and I said, look at that recovery. If we're going to close above the 3.22 trillion mark on the total market cap, 3.45 trillion is the next target. I tweeted it. I put it here. I drafted this up for you on the chart so you see what I'm looking at. I told you on the shows that I'm taking these trades. Everything was clear. And then, what is it? On the 30th of December, I even confirm it. Yeah, look at that recovery bar on 30th of December. I confirm it. What is happening here? This is all my it's here. Sorry. So, and then we go here and they say we did break above here. So you see, I told you we get there, and we did get there January 6th. So we actually hit this 3.45 trillion level. So you see, from down here, I told you that, you know, I'm getting in. This is the reason I'm getting in. I gave you my TA. I gave you my analysis. I've guided you through with reposting my previous post so you can follow it step by step on what I'm doing with my own money. And then we get here. This is like a 10% pump on the total, 15 whatever percent from the beginning of January. A lot of people make money with these calls. But the reality is that there are always some people who think they are smarter. Always. And the problem behind that is that, and I had it here for some reason, it disappeared. We had some technical thing here. But some people just come in here and they say, oh, we're probably gonna go higher and then we're gonna nuke. Or you're wrong again. And then, or are you saying that because you didn't buy the bottom in the beginning of January? And no, I'm saying this because I want to help you. So if you look here, this is a very good example of what I'm talking about. Here, for example, I tweeted yesterday that I said, I have a feeling that we're going to have a massive nuke. And I said that, I explained it on the show yesterday on 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗧𝗥𝗬, and I told you that I would never advise you to short in the bull market, but make sure to protect your downside. I told you I'm taking 25% profit on my positions. It's in this post here. And I said I'm taking 25% profit off my positions. The positions that we took together 2 weeks ago or a week ago. Yet, some people, and I say, again, I'm just sharing with you what I'm thinking. And it's just, I'm talking about myself because this is what comes close to me, but I'm going to project the whole thing to other influencers, other traders that you follow. And then someone says, because you didn't buy weeks ago when the price tanked, is that why you're waiting for the nuke? Or a little higher and then we're going to nuke? Or whatever that is. And then the reality is that I'm not saying every single time, but on the grand scheme of things, if you're coming with us throughout the last year, you've made a ton of money. And I mean a ton, okay? I posted about it. I had 74% gain ROI only in the last 30 days on my trading account while the market is down 20-30%. And so all these smart asses that come in here and say that, oh, next we're going to go up a little bit and we're going to do this and we're going to do that and this and that. And then again, I come in here today morning and I show you exactly that the time that I sold 25% of my positions that I'm taking into the massive bull, but I like more money and therefore I'm capitalizing on the little dip that is coming. This is my sell. This is my sell. This is my sell. This is my sell. And all the people who come in here and they think they know it better are either wrecked or don't simply even take notice. The worst thing is that I get DMs like this. And I know I'm being a little bit, I'm not trying to be harsh here. I'm really going to help you understand where I'm sitting and where the traders that you rely on are sitting and help you understand us much better. It's not about listening. Someone saying, don't listen to the haters. It's not about listening. It's not about me complaining about people hating. It just hurts me that I give you everything and people, so many great traders, investors, people who understand the market. We give you everything on a silver platter and people still manage to screw it up. And you don't have time now. You do not have time. You probably have 6 to 8 months and that's it. And then you have to, of course we're going to trade, but it's going to be different. So these are the DMs. While I'm updating you step by step, these are the DMs I'm getting. Do you still believe we'll hit 3.45 trillion level and reject the daily equilibrium? I tweeted about this. And all the pullback after hitting, which level should we look for? I told you exactly. Any update about the current market? That's all I do on my X. I want to grow my portfolio. Can you teach? That's all I'm doing every single day. Do you still feel you're going lower or just hit and pressed the 3.34 trillion mark? I tweeted about it. Are you sure it will go up? No, but I also tweeted about this. Do you think we have bottomed out on the total market? You get the point. The problem is that you are not taking action on whatever you're researching. So here's what I would advise you to do for the next 6 to 8 months. What you gotta do, you gotta pick reliable sources, okay? Pick reliable sources. Reliable sources mean not someone that you like, not someone that you resonate with, not someone that is beautiful, smart, or handsome, but someone who you scroll through their X, spend 20 minutes, scroll through their X profile, and understand what they've been saying and how right were they. Don't look at one P&L card of 280% profit. Look at their monthly ROI. Look at their 6-month ROI. If you're following an investor, look at their track record. Look at what they've achieved in the past year, in the past 5 years, in previous bull markets, and filter everything else out. Because when you get one information from me, for example, and I say there's a pullback coming, and then you start following 5 different other people, 10 different other people, that they say a different thing, you're gonna get confused. And what's gonna happen, and I didn't even include this here, but what's gonna happen is that you're going to get into positions and you will soon realize that you should have done your research on who to follow and who to not follow. And for your mistakes following the wrong people, you're gonna go for advice for the guys who you should have followed. And it's too late. I get DMs, people saying, I didn't close my FTM positions 2 weeks ago. I gave you the FTM long. We made 40, 60%. I don't even know what it was. We made money. I told you I'm closing it. People didn't close. Why? Because someone else told them that it's going to go up. Because people thought it was going to be, mooning. And then they come back and they're like, I'm down $10,000 on this position. What should I do? I can't help you. I can't. I really can't. And the reason why I feel so I'm not saying heartbroken, but the reason why this is quite sad to me is because I don't sleep. And I know a lot of people on X do the same thing. Just come on there and help you. Anyway, so what I just wanted to say, make sure that you filter out the noise. Make sure that you follow the people you want to follow. And then don't come and start DMing shit like, what's your thoughts on the market? Take the freaking effort. Go onto the profile, scroll through, try to understand what's going on there, because people, and again, people like me do the work for you. And I really, really, really want every single one of you to succeed. But it's not going to work. If you just wait everything and you don't even listen, and then even when you listen, you go to other places, it's not going to work. So you don't have a lot of time. Let's get into it because you don't have a lot of time to do this. Okay. So that said, this guy actually summarizes everything up pretty nicely. That says, okay guys, all the questions you're doing, he posted today on X. What don't you look there? Exactly. So just be that. Now, the market is doing fine. If you look at this, I mean, fine for us who took profits and fine for us who hedged. I would never advise you to short in the bull market, but I'm never saying that I'm doing exactly what I tell you, because I know when I told you exactly what to do, you didn't do it and then you got wrecked. So again, For us taking profits 25%, congratulations if you did, because now is the time for you to actually start layering back in. The market is dumping. We're going to look at the total market cap. We're going to look at different coins. I'm going to have your analysis and much more. And I'm going to bring you some alpha as well on the news. And also, guys, if you like this content, if you think this content is something that you resonate with, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Bring you daily alpha every single day. So daily alpha every single day. Here. And I'm going to come back onto Crypto Live this week, throughout the whole week. And if you want to follow me on X, again, as a reliable source, I can guarantee you're not going to be disappointed. You can follow me here, 𝗙𝗡𝗙𝗙𝗏, but you see follow 𝗙𝗡 on X down in the description. Let's jump in here. Charts. So I'm actually more bullish now that we had this little flushy, okay? So what I'm waiting for is a retrace at some point. Why? If you look at the daily chart, this does not look bullish, you know? The problem is that you have to follow market structures. And the market structure says this is the high, this is the low, and then we close above here, create a new high, but then can't create a higher high. So we can't continue the structure here. Okay, and that is a problem, because once the lower time frame, and in this case, if you're looking at the daily chart or the weekly chart, lower time frame will be the 4-hour chart is broken. That means at some point we are going to get a retrace, which doesn't mean that the bull market is ending, which doesn't mean that, you know, we're not going to be able to make money. It just means that there will be a flush coming, and when the flush comes and retrace comes, that's the buying opportunity. But if you start aping into here because the next leg is coming and you get wrecked on the liquidation candle, you're not going to have money lower down to buy. Now, I've been very vocal about this on my X, on the shows and whatever, that you should be allocated. You should have a 2 to 3x leverage positions. This is what we took profits on yesterday. Thank God. Thank me. Thank you. Thank the market. But if you want a spot bag, fine, don't do anything, hold through it, wait for it, it's gonna be fine, selling may go away. If you trade with your trading bag, this is your time to reconsider. Why? Because if you look at it on the 1-hour chart, there is a clear retrace. So this is literally just a clear retrace to these regions. So there is the break here. We are shifting market structure. Markets usually retrace 50%. You can see it several times throughout the history. I showed it a million times, but if you look at this here, this is 50% here as well. If you look from the weekly, this is 50% as well. But you can see this multiple times in previous bull markets as well. You see from here to here, this is 50. You see, zoom out here. You see from this leg to this leg is 50%, and then this leg to this leg 50, this leg to this leg 50. So you see this 50% retrace in a higher time from every single time. Now the 50% retrace on the daily would be about 2.95 trillion. That's the region that you're looking at now. So is there a possibility for that happening? Yes. But Trump, yes, I don't care. It's that simple. I don't care. Yes, but global liquidity. Yeah, I don't care. But halving time is coming. I don't care. Bruh, I do not care. Why? Because the chart is telling me that it can nuke. And if the chart tells me that it will nuke, I will not risk my trading portfolio on this stupid trade. Yeah, but you're going to have to buy it back at 3.7 trillion. Fine, I'm going to buy it back then. No problem. I'm trading. This is why I have a spot bag, because I don't worry about stuff like this. I trade. And this is the reason. If you go onto my X, actually, I just wanted to show this. I don't know when I tweeted this, but I know that some of you are new here, and I just wanted to, I always do transparent work. Here it is. So I said to all the, you should only hold the bull market moon boys, 30-day performance on my trading account on the left, 74%, and then 30-day performance on the market on the right. So it's like you see the difference here. And this is, again, this is just going back to my trading portfolio. So what can you action from this? Very simple. If I told you yesterday that I'm buying heavily into this liquidation event here, and I told you that this is going to be, there will be a massive pump. Told you on the show, I see a lot of people actually took the trades. And that actually, I also have to give you credit, guys. Like a lot of people actually do take the trades. And that feels very, very good, because it feels good that you guys make money we make together money. It's really good. So I told you yesterday that this was the level 3.39. This level moved all the way up to 3.42. And the disappointing thing is that now we liquidated this high here. I'm going to tell you why this is also good though, but we liquidated this high here and we came into the next bearish OB. If we break above here, we're moon, we're all-time high, but I don't think it's happening. I think there will be an even bigger push down. Maybe not even now. Let me give you the scenarios. Number one and most important, if we break below the 3.45 trillion mark, this low here, not even 3.45, let me just delete this as well. It's 3.42. If we break below here, 3.42. I don't think we're gonna go down to 2.95. Maybe. See you in hell, okay, I'm going to say that, we are going to have a massive nuke on the market. That means about 4, 5, 6% of the total market cap, potentially looking at 15, 20% on most of your coins, okay? So if we close below 3.42, I am going to close 80% of my 3 to 5x leverage positions, and I am going to wait and buy layer in lower 3 to 5x leverage positions because I don't want to get liquidated. I have enough margin and I can keep it in for weeks and weeks and weeks in loss because I know the bull market is coming and I know that the next 6 to 8 months is going to be exponential. So if we close below, this is number one. If you close below 3.42, Sal, that's what I would do. Or that's what I will do with my positions, but I'm obviously going to update you on X. Until then, though, I think this is a perfect time to add because this is a retrace of a massive, massive, massive push. Okay, so this massive, massive, massive candle is, I always say, if you have an elevator up and stairs down, you always, always, always go with the elevator. So if the elevator is going up, meaning there is a massive candle, imbalance in the market, fair value gaps, and then there is stairs down, accumulation, we call it accumulation, you call it liquidity building, whatever you want to call it, the market maker is playing and they're on the elevator. So they never take the stairs, you know, like imagine these big fat, you know, like these with a cigar, they don't want to take the stairs, they always take the elevator. So you always have to be on the right side of the market and you always have to take the elevator with them. So the elevator up, stairs down, we always take the elevator. That means we can still take long positions and add to our long positions until we close below the 3.42 trillion mark on the hourly chart. Okay, so until then, just add because there is a possibility of us taking on a high here, accumulating, whatever. And then still, again, this is the other thing that I get a lot of, like, so you're telling me the market can go up and down. Exactly, that's what I'm telling you. And if someone tells you the market is going up, 100% certainty, they don't know what they're talking about. You have to be planned. You have to prepare for worst case scenario and best case scenario and just play your cards based on what the chart is showing you. So if you look here, it is absolutely a buying opportunity. I'm going to talk about some coins that I do think is worth buying now and taking along. It's very important to pay attention to the 3.42 trillion mark. And again, if we're going to take the high, so this is going to be a market structure shift. This is going to be a market structure shift here. We're probably going to go, I would assume that we're not going to take this now. We're going to go a little bit higher and then we're going to show another market structure shift. But I'm going to talk about it again. If it happens, I'm going to update you on X, but also obviously I'm going to update you on here tomorrow. As a summary, 3 main scenarios and 3 main things to look for. 1, 3.42 trillion on the total market cap. If we break below and close below on the hourly chart, we are going lower. I'm going to cut 80% of my 3 to 5x leverage positions and I'm going to layer back in lower. Okay? Possibly 2.95 trillion as the target. I don't think we're going to go that low because the only reason because we closed above in the 4 hour here, but that possibly can happen. Next thing what to look for today, I'm longing. The reason is elevator up, stairs down. I explained it on the show. What we explained it 2 seconds ago. What happened? If you want to be on the right side, you always take the elevator. And we have an elevator, imbalance in the market, massive push. You can buy until we have a close below and target these highs. So potentially this liquidity here. That means this is the number 3 things. We're probably going to start pushing up here. And as we get to the 3.6-ish trillion region, we're going to look for consolidation. We're going to look for market structure shift. And that's when we're selling. And of course, what can happen because we're in the bull market is that we just start pushing. And that's why I have 75% of my position still open. If we do not break the structure, that means we're not rejecting. And that means we're just going higher and higher and higher. So again, remember what I said at the beginning of the show, choosing your sources reliably. You don't have to follow me. Everything I say is not financial advice. But if you do believe what I'm saying, and if you go and backtrack what I've been talking about, you have a very simple job. If you have 3 to 5x leverage position, sell 50% and 60% of your positions if we close below the 3.42 trillion mark. And now, if you sold yesterday, you can just start adding back in and start layering out if you see another change. All right, let's go because I want to talk about Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin here. And we're going to do some token analysis as well. Oops, my short is marked here. Okay. So I would never, ever advise you to short in the bull market. Ever. Okay? Don't do it. Don't do it. It's stupid. Don't do it. So Bitcoin, very similar scenario. The only thing is that on the 4 hour, we do see a close. Not only on the hour, but we do see a close on the 4 hour. This is a retrace massively. There is no free. I mean, again, everything is probabilities. But I'm telling you, if I would have to bet $10,000 now, if Bitcoin is going to take this high or this low first, I would bet that it's going to take this low first, okay? Massive trend line liquidity. A lot of times when prices are held up like this, a lot of people who long place their stop losses here. Market makers know this, and they are liquidating. That means it's going to probably do this, come back to the daily equilibrium down here, especially as it becomes more and more institutionalized. You can see that it comes back down to the 87 trillion-ish region, 87,000-ish region, and then move away from there. So my main target for Bitcoin is actually $87,000. But again, this is the bull market. Whatever can happen. I'm just telling you what I see. And unless we close above the 108,000 mark, 108.07, what is it? This high here, 108,300. I am considering this as just a bearish retest. Now, there's a bunch of things what you have to know. Again, 3 to 5x leverage positions, you have to. The only reason why I'm saying this is because I have 3 to 5x leverage positions. If we go higher, I don't mind. You know, I'm very happy. But if we go lower, I can still layer back in. But the January sell-off is actually no surprise. Like, it's been happening. Couple of reasons. This guy posts out here very, very nicely. One is tax strategic moves. So a lot of people did not sell last year, so they can push their taxation out to 2026. So therefore, January sell-off usually happens. As you see it on this chart, it always happen. Extended sell pressure, and of course the spot ETF anniversary. So you held, again, for tax reason as well, and then you held for over a year. There are different circumstances, different tax reasons, different lot of things that come into play here. So that's why most likely this big sell-off is happening. But what you also have to know is that the big boys are buying. So there was 900 million net inflow into the ETFs yesterday, and there's a 900 million net inflow into the ETFs today as well. That's about 2 billion in the past 2 days, which is absolutely mind-blowing. Like, it's absolutely insane. Guys, if you want a great exchange to trade on, VX is the place to be, in my opinion. One of the exchanges we work together. We work with a lot of exchanges, and we have the privilege, I would say, that we can bring you the best deals. So I talked to VX and I said, we need the best deal for our community. Here's what we did. One, you have 0% maker fees. That means if you trade on VX using the link in the description, you can go down here. It says, it doesn't say here. That means if you trade, it doesn't say here VX, because it's getting fired today.
What do you mean?
So VX is down here. It should be up here. We're gonna sort this out, but VX is not there. VX, you have 0% maker fees, receive up to $2,000 in bonuses. Bonuses, the way they work is that you sign up, you verify yourself. If you want this non-KYC available worldwide, you get $5. If you do your first deposit, you get $10. If you do futures trading, you get $100. Like, there's a lot of layers to it, bunch of bonuses, but the best thing is that you do not pay any fees if you trade limit orders. So you place a limit order for buying on this dip, and so saying cause he's fired again. He is, bro. He's definitely. All right. So bunch of things happened. We have to look at tokens. One is NVIDIA keynote happened yesterday. They announced bunch of stuff. For example, they had this RTX, the fastest GPU in the world. They had the computer for $3,000 that's going to be faster than everything in the world. And then what is interesting is that Jensen said that AI agents, quote, AI agents are a multi-trillion-dollar industry. Now, but what is interesting to know, and not a lot of people tell you this, and I'm going to do a lot of shows about AI agents. I'm going to have a lot of stuff on AI agents. But 95% of AI coins, all these new narrative that you launch and buy and it's good and innovation and this and that, they die. Like, it's the very similar situation than with memes. The problem is you can fall much bigger because it goes from like 1, 2, 3 million, unless a meme that can rock from, like whatever. So what is very important is that AI coins die, 95% AI coins die after the launch. Make sure that you get allocated into right coins. I've got some coins that I'm trading myself. 𝗬𝗏, one of the tokens that I think is worth looking at, especially if and when the dip comes. My first target for 𝗬𝗏 is down here at $512. Again, I want to look for a market structure shift down here. I do think this is going to happen. Again, maybe the hourly holds here, and then you can start layering it. If you do not have I just added to my position actually down here. If you do not have a position in 𝗬𝗏, I do think this is a great area to start taking a 3x leverage position. Reason why I say it's 3x, you take a portion of your account. There's not really the possibility of this folding more than 25% is very, very low before going to new all-time highs, and therefore it's worth taking a 3x leverage position. taking it into the bull market in the next 3 to 6 months because you can't really get liquidated and you can still enjoy the benefit of 3x leverage. So I'll obviously start adding here in my honest opinion, but my main target would be down here at 510. Once we get down here, I want to see a market structure shift. That's when I really am going to add to the positions. Another token I'm looking at is GRASS. 𝗙𝗘𝗙𝗙𝗪. I talked about 𝗙𝗙𝗙𝗪 for a long time. Incredible project, really good project. A lot of data scraping. Very good, big project. I am in a long position on 𝗙𝗙𝗪 as well. I told you about this on the shows, but I am long in 𝗙𝗙𝗪 as well. It's almost coming back to the 50%. Again, if you do not have a position, it's worth opening it here, in my honest opinion. The likelihood of this dropping more than 27% is very little. Therefore, it's worth starting to layer in here. And the levels I'm looking at is 2.68 and potentially 2.35. So like start layering into 𝗙𝗙𝗪 as well. And then 𝗘𝗓𝗙, another AI play. Obviously, you're gonna play the AI narrative because that is what is flying now. 𝗘𝗓𝗙 for me is a massive one. I'm an investor as well, and I'm trading it as well. First of all, it's at a great, decent area for a long, a short-term trade as well. So if you look at the hourly as well, it had a massive sell-off. What is it? Massive sell-off, and it is at a great buying opportunity. Now, I'm not saying it can't come lower, because I do think we can potentially VIG this out. There is a lot of liquidity built up here on top, which means limit orders. A lot of people shorting this and fading this, and all these limit orders can be taken by one massive candle like this, and it will be. I'm pretty confident. So I'm already in this trade as well, but I have added just now. And once we take, or if we take this sub 30 cent region, I think that's a perfect buying opportunity. So to 28 cents, sub 26 cents, start layering in now, and then just go layer in lower. Let me look at some of the coins, what is happening, and then I have a bunch of cool news. So Zent, I wanted to talk about Zent as well. Zent is a good. I'm actually an investor in Zent as well. Gaming, if you want allocation in gaming, if you want some profit, if you want some of your funds to be allocated into gaming, I think Zent could be a great idea. One of the reasons, first of all, I think so. If you look at the chart wise, it is retracing all the way up here. Now, I do think it's a great buy, and I will tell you why it's a great buy. It's a great buy because Zen is providing like this entire infrastructure. Let me just look up their site. I didn't want to go in this deep, but let's look at their site. So they're providing an infrastructure for Web2 gaming to go on to Web3, and with all their, that's basically the token utility as well. You can trade with it, you can buy with it, you can use the entire infrastructure. And if we believe there will be a gaming narrative, this could be a big one. Again, I'm an investor as well, but I do trade Zen as well. I'm looking for an entry. I do like this liquidation here, and I do like the recovery. Definitely for a short-term play, it's good. For a longer play, we need to see how the market is playing out. But I do see this at least a 5 to 10x from here if the gaming narrative picks up. Let me look at something else. PENGU. I have PENGU here. We can talk about PENGU as well. So PENGU is interesting because they at the floor price reclaimed 100,000. And I remember being here. Cause do you remember? We've been here on the launch of PENGU, and the floor price went from 120,000 or something like that, down to like 50. And I said, this is an easy 100%. I said it on the show. It's an easy 100% if you're buying here, but I did not have the balls to buy it. And I didn't buy it. So, but it's back at 100,000 floor price. What is interesting about PENGU is this is what I said about it yesterday on the show. I do think it's a great buy. It's speculation, so there's a massive pump from there. There is going to be most likely a drop down to this 44.2 cents. If we get the drop and the close below, I do think that we're going to see this dump happening. If it happens, I'm gonna buy PENGU at 42. Again, I'm gonna wait for a higher high on the 15-minute chart. This is what I'm waiting for, okay? So this is what I drafted yesterday, and this is exactly what happened. So again, talking about reliability and why you should follow me on X, this is a 13% drop since the moment I told you that you should wait for the drop. Again, like, yeah, there's a link in the description. Follow me on X, and come back to the shows. But anyway, so I am layering into PENGU as well. The only difference here is that I do think this can fall hard. So I do think this has the potential of falling like 25, 30% as well. I don't think it's likely, but it can actually happen. So PENGU here at 4 cents is, I do think it's a great buy. I am going to start, I added some, so I opened a PENGU long. I am going to start layering in here, so sub 4 cents definitely. If we close below the 39.3, I will be a little bit cautious. So I might even cut some of my positions. I will see what the total market cap is doing. But if the total market cap is playing ball, I do think we need to start seeing a higher time frame trade here, going all the way up to like 4.8 cents. We're looking at a 25, 30%, 13%. Yeah, okay, so it's going to be enterprise discovery. 13, yeah, definitely. I think it's a good buy if the market plays ball. What else do we have here? 𝗙𝗧𝗏. Let's look at 𝗙𝗧𝗏. I haven't looked at 𝗙𝗧𝗏 forever. And then I have some juicy news for you, some laugh at the end of the show. So we do have a massive liquidity here. I don't like this. And I know people are not going to be happy about it. So first of all, you could buy it because it has a very good risk reward. This is the region that, you know, this was the massive order block that created this very big pump, and you can consider this as the retrace to that region. So you could technically buy into this and ride the wave all the way to the 13 cents. I'm not convinced. I do think that 𝗙𝗧𝗏 can actually have a massive fall. I'm looking at, if I could buy 𝗙𝗧𝗏 at about 11.6, that would be my region. So you could, oh, it's only 4%. Hold on, I'm on the wrong time frame. Yeah, hold on, did it come back 15? Oh no, hold on. I take back everything I said. 𝗙𝗧𝗏 is at a perfect position to start layering in. We have to layer in 𝗙𝗧𝗏. I take back everything I said. 𝗙𝗧𝗏 is at a great position. It came back 50% on the daily. It has a max 8-10%. 𝗙𝗧𝗏 is at a fantastic buying opportunity. It's actually a very good. I'm going to open up a big trade on 𝗙𝗧𝗏 here. I am going to open up a big trade on 𝗙𝗧𝗏 here at 12 cents. I don't see it going lower than 11.2. And it came back 50% on the daily. I do think this is a runner. I'm targeting at least the 13.5-ish region. 13.5-ish region. Okay, please remind me that I had to take the trade. What do you think about 𝗬𝗎? I'm long. The problem is it's very difficult to get an entry on 𝗬𝗎. So if you look here, an entry on 𝗬𝗎 is quite difficult. We've been long down here, by the way. So I told you about 2.6. I'm still in the position. I leveraged up, added to my position, obviously. So I'm waiting for a dip on 𝗬𝗎, this 50% shakeout down to the $4.8 region. If that happens, I do think that is going to be interesting to see. Now, guys, let me just take one more here and see what is happening. What did we not? I just want to scroll back here as well. I wanted to beam, sol, rune. Let's go rune. Let's do rune. Rune. Yeah, I don't like what I'm seeing. That's the honest truth. Again, same thing. Trendline liquidity. I don't like what I'm seeing. I do not like. Rune can really fall. Rune can go down to the 3.2 region. Loses mind share. Easy. Can easily drop. I'm not interested. Not interested in Rune. Not interested. Good. All right, let's go. So, I'm long on Aptos. Should I close? There's a lot of FUD about Aptos as well. But there's no reason to FUD, in my honest opinion. Aptos, first of all, fantastic protocol. Incredible layer one. Massive partnerships. Great team. Perfect buying opportunity. I actually think I talked about Aptos on the other show. Perfect. It's still good. Aptos is still good. I don't know if I'm in an Aptos long. Like, I hold it. I'm an investor in the project. I hold I mean, this can be, look at this. This can be like a proper trade to the 22, 20, 24-ish region. This is actually a proper trade. The only problem is that I'm afraid if the market starts dumping, will it take the 30% hit? I think it's a good opportunity. Like, yeah, 20%, yeah. I mean, if you can play it safe, add it to our position, please. Let's take an Aptos long, because I do think it's a great, like, if this flies big. This is going to, like, go crazy. Shout out to Aptos, by the way. Very, very good project. Incredible team. Good stuff. All right. I've got some stuff for you that we can laugh about and some news. If you know me, again, I just wanted to say, if you're tuning in and you don't know who this crazy dude with that crazy TA skills are, my name is Fefe. I've been in this space since 2016. I'm doing shows on Benta Plus, and I do TA, and most importantly, I update you on my X account every single day, night, New Year's, this and that. So please smash the like button and smash the follow button here. If you scroll down, you will be able to see my X profile down here in the description. Follow Fefe on X, and you will be able to take the trades that I'm taking and much more. And of course, come back. I'm going to be here all week. Here's some laugh that we should do. Okay, I have another 5-10 minutes here.
I'm very clear about this.
And I want to bring you some from the past 24 hours.
And I have said, and I'm very clear about this. Donald Trump.
So this was so obviously the results were confirmed and sealed.
Very clear about this. Donald Trump should never stand behind the seal of the President of the United States. He has not earned the right. He's not earned the right. And the President of the United States. The votes for President of the United States are as follows. Donald J. Trump of the state of Florida has received 312 votes. Kamala D. Harris.
Standing ovation. Look at this dude here. Look at this dude. Poor girl. I actually feel sorry for her. Anyway, I'm going to miss the Biden administration. It's been a fun 4 years. Some reminder.
To you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
It's been a great year. On another news in politics, Trudeau, Justin has officially resigned as Prime Minister of Canada. Oh no, shit, no. What are we gonna do?
After the party selects its next leader through a robust, nationwide, competitive process.
Okay, goodbye. And the new guy actually likes Bitcoin. So Canada's PM frontrunner Pierre Poilievre once vowed to make the country a crypto capital in March 2022 campaign event. He also said Bitcoin could help Canadians opt out of inflation. Big words, but with Trump combined, do you think this can be a very interesting development in there? Dana White has been selected as the board member of Meta. WTF. WTF. Have you seen that clip where Mark Zuckerberg is standing with I have to find this, like Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, anyways, I just wanted to, I don't have time to find this. He's like standing here and he's like not even doing anything. But anyway, so he played it very nice. And this actually explains it very, very good. So this is one of the smartest things that Zuckerberg has ever done. Why? Dana White is cool. He's one of those guys that people like. Zuck has recently started going into MMA, blah, 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 blah. But Elon has Trump's phone number on speed dial. Zuckerberg, no matter how many millions of dollars he donates, will never be Trump's good friend because of the censorship in 2016, 2021. If you don't know, he basically admitted to censoring Facebook, everything about COVID on Facebook. You know who does Trump here? Trump's boy, Dana White. So he actually did a great trade in here. But Trump is not a stupid idiot, and this guy is not going to make it. So I wanted to talk about NordVPN. Love NordVPN, guys. They are one of our partners on the channel. You need a VPN. It's not a question of if, but it's not a question. You have to have a VPN. I would appreciate it if you use my link if you decide to go with NordVPN. The best VPNs out there that I've used, they have threat protection. What they do is that they, when you click on a phishing link, they actually block the page and tell you that it's a phishing link, so you don't get your wallet drains and whatever that is. They have dual VPNs, SIM cards, and much more. Go check them out. There is a link in the description. Now, talking about AI, look at this. This guy is controlling.
Yes, can you move
this gun with ChatGPT?
We're under attack from the front left and front right. Respond accordingly.
If you need any further assistance,
this is kind of wild, to be honest.
Yes, can you move negative 25 degrees, then sweep across the field of fire, stopping every 5 degrees to fire one round? You should also have some variation in the pitch.
Anyway, so this is happening, and it's not only this. This girl, and this is a shocker for me. Like, I have to announce this. I have to announce that this is full AI, bro. Can you imagine this? Where this whole industry is going to be in 5 years from now? Like, I mean, 𝗙𝗧𝗧 like, don't think about this. Don't think about that. Don't think about that. That you don't think about. Anyway, this is crazy. This is kind of crazy to see this. Like, I don't know about you, but this is going to be madness. Dev.fun create an app by simply describing what you want. They are launching where this whole AI thing is going. I have no affiliation with them. I don't know them. I just saw the news and I think it was crazy. So if you look at this, they're launching AI tools where you're able to just tell the AI that I want a meme coin, this is how it should look, blah, 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 and it already deploys it on pump.fun, which is kind of like, it's kind of mind-blowing what is really happening in the space. And then I talked about PENGU already. Guys, I think this has been it. If you enjoyed the show, I would truly, truly, truly appreciate if you smash the like button and if you just smash the like button and appreciate the content, leave a comment below what you thought, and also make sure to scroll down in the description and follow me on X. My X profile is 𝗙𝗡𝗙𝗙𝗦, as you see here. I update you every single time. I can't update you here on the show, and I'm actually just did we just no, I'm not. I'm actually just crossing 40,000 followers here, guys. 40,000 followers. It's crazy. We started the year with 1,000 followers, I think. 1,000 something, 600 followers last year. So I'm super grateful for every single one of you. And about 64 followers. Yeah, 64 followers. We're going to cross 40,000, which is just mind-blowing for me. I truly, truly appreciate every single one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to come tomorrow as well. I'm going to bring you the alpha for the day. Please stay level-headed. You can buy the dip, but also make sure that you keep the levels on and don't get tempted to do something foolish. Truly appreciate every single one of you. And I believe I will see you in the next one. Take care.